Oh, shit. Hello?
Hello, thanks for calling customer service. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I appear to have experienced a memory failure and I need to replace it.
Sure thing. What type do you need?
Two 16 gigabytes G-Skill DDR5 6000 MTS?
Sure thing. That'll be $339.
What?
I said that'll be...
I paid $110 for this set 6 months ago!
And it is 6 months from then, and now it costs 3 times as much.
What the hell is going on here?
Isn't that what you're supposed to explain in this video?
Exactly! So let's begin!
I wasn't joking when I said how much I paid for the memory, by the way. About half a year ago, I purchased a pair of G-Skill DDR5 memory sticks for my server and paid roughly $110 for it. Totally reasonable, given that it was 32 gigabytes worth at the time. And recently, I'm finding myself potentially needing to build yet another computer for my day job. And as I'm speccing and pricing out the cost of the build, I look back at my choice of memory and notice... Hold on, that can't be right. $340? What the hell is going on here? And it's not just the case with G-Skill. Kingston, Corsair, Crucial, all of them have had a price hike ranging from 200 to 300%. On top of that, the age of the memory appears to have no effect either, as last gen DDR4 is suffering yet the same thing. So clearly something is going on here, and this isn't just a fluke. Something must have tipped in the scales of supply and demand out of our favor. And the culprit is kind of obvious. AI! That's right. We're going off the rails on that subject again. For those of you living under a rock, artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is a marketing tag used to lure stock investors into pouring unreasonable amounts of money into said stock exchange. The actual intelligence simply doesn't exist, as proven by how useful Google search has become, and the biggest marketing blunder Apple has ever suffered. It is simply intelligence that does not exist. Hence why it's called artificial intelligence. Useless marketing rants aside, the consumer electronics industry is so high on this AI craze that they've been scrambling to gather their resources to build these fake intelligence systems. And the thing that most of the general internet doesn't know about AI is the actual costs associated with it. It is just now, with the memory price hikes, that consumers are now just beginning to learn how demanding and costly AI has become. Unlike Apple Silicon, that's designed to make powerful but also incredibly efficient chips, allowing MacBooks to achieve extraordinary battery life, AI is the complete opposite of that when it comes to computing. It's a really big program that takes a lot of computing power to process quickly. However, the general public doesn't know this because all of the AI processing tasks aren't done on their relatively weak hardware. It's all done on a server with much more computing power elsewhere in the world. Because everyone appears to be so gung-ho over this AI BS, the demand for these extremely resource-intensive servers is only increasing. And one of those resources just happens to be DRAM. Yep, because of the AI BS server demand, consumer memory is becoming more scarce. Anyone with the basic idea of economics knows what low supply causes. Unfortunately, it gets worse than that. A key component of DRAM is the NAND, the chip that actually holds the data on the memory module. And these NANDs are not just found on memory sticks. They're also found on SSDs. And sure enough, the cost of SSDs is also beginning to rise as demand for higher capacity memory for AI servers rises. And yet it still gets worse than this. While we're not going to immediately see the effects in our consumer electronics like laptops and smartphones, these companies are eventually going to have to adjust their pricing accordingly to keep up with rising costs. Anything that has a computer in it is about to become more costly because there aren't that many exceptions out there that don't require DRAM. Well, that's just lovely. The worst thing about this whole thing, there really isn't anything we can do. Again, shareholders are so high on this AI thing that it doesn't matter if consumers actually want it or not. Big tech corporations are always going to chase after whatever shareholders tell them to. I don't know about you, but I don't see shareholders coming down from their high anytime soon. In the meantime, I guess we're screwed. So thank you for watching, and do us a favor and interact with the buttons below. Also, do me a favor and check out my Patreon page. I would very much appreciate that. This is the Random Alpha Gadgets, signing out.